1, 2, 3.
Dildos!
You didn't dildo, Chandra.
Dildo.
I don't think that's going to pick up on the mic, but I appreciate your...
I heard it.
I heard it.
That doesn't mean my mic did very well.
Dildos.
There we go.
There we go.
All right.
I might actually edit that in to the group dildo.
Starting out with the news of the week, the big news, at least in the last few days, was Trump naming off the shithole countries.
The shithole
What?
countries.
I didn't hear anything about this.
Yeah, I want to find the exact quote.
Was Mexico included?
I think Haiti was, definitely. I don't know about...
Well, to be fair, is he wrong?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
That's... God damn, everyone has to... You know what I hate about news sites? Is, like, they don't just have a quick, this is what happened. They add this whole narrative.
That's because it's a whole narrative. It's
Yes.
like, how do I make this a liberal narrative? Or how do I make this a conservative narrative?
Exactly. It's so ridiculous. But
So just,
anyways.
hey, Trump said this weird shit.
Apparently he was meeting with, I think, some congressmen about immigration. And he called...
Why can't I see your
can't even
screen
find
doing
it.
this shit?
Oh, sorry. Let me move that over here. Can you see it now?
You were looking at porn before, weren't you?
Totally.
Had dildos up for inspiration. I saw something about AIDS.
God damn it. That's because Box has, like, I don't know how much shit around it that's not, like, the gist of it.
You know what? If I had, like, the money or something, I would want to start a website that's whole dedication is just no clickbait and just tells what actually happened.
Yeah.
Like, no bias whatsoever.
Exactly. Fuck that. I'm giving up on looking. But yeah, he basically said about a lot of
That's so
African
bad.
countries like Somalia and Haiti that were taking too many immigrants from there. And he said, like, why do we want all the immigrants from those shithole countries?
Oh, well, that's really not that shocking for Trump. I mean, that's like a rather tame Trump quote.
Yeah. Well, I think it's the shithole that does it.
Well,
like,
yeah, but
normally,
still.
yeah, he's over the top, but it's
We're talking
not,
about grab them by the
so much
pussy
cursing.
people here. Like,
Yeah, but that
not
wasn't
that bad.
official. That was like he was taped not knowing he was being taped.
I'm just
I
saying.
think this was like, yeah, the president just called, a bunch of other countries shitholes.
What are they going to do about it? It's not like they have an army.
Yeah.
Nope.
I-
Not do anything.
Yeah, it's not like you're ever going to go, vacation in Haiti or El
Yeah.
Salvador.
Also, like, what kind of
I have no idea
diplomatic
where they are.
relations are we going to have with those countries?
Haiti, we do charity work. That is the vacation there.
No,
do you
no.
want to do charity work?
That's what I'm saying,
Rich
like-
people write off their tax.
Yeah.
I mean, not to diss these countries, but it's not like... I don't get why it's such huge news. He's just saying some third world countries were basically third world countries.
Because it fits into the racist narrative, because all these countries are not European countries, I don't think he... Oh, yeah, that was the other thing.
What?
He said he wanted more immigrants from Norway and other developed countries. And Norway, it's like the exact... So it is maybe a little into racist, because he went to, like, the tip-top of Europe, where it's like, there aren't a lot of black people
What's
over
the
there.
whitest we can do?
Yeah, exactly. How far north can we get that they don't make it up there?
I think kind of the problem with that, though, is, like, how many good countries are there in Africa? Like, how many non-third world countries are there in Africa?
In Africa, I've got to think.
Is Egypt
South
considered
Africa's
a
getting
third?
close, but it's still it's not the.
No.
What about Egypt? That's probably
It
third
was
world, right?
until recently. It's kind of devolved.
No, Egypt has always been third world country.
No, it's not third world.
Non-third world.
Well, it depends on what your
African
definition
country.
of third world
Developing
is.
countries.
It's a developing country. It's not that. It's not.
Do you think
super?
there's so much problems in Africa and like the Middle East because it's kind of like the beginnings of civilization? Do you think that has anything to do with it?
Not really.
No? I always wondered if it did.
Because it's the beginnings?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know
even
why.
our-
It's just a weird thing.
Why would that? Yeah,
You can't argue
what's the
it
theory
from
here?
The,
I don't know.
perspective where
This is like a stoner theory, dude. This is bro science.
it's the where the civilization forms, which entails the climate is formidable. And
It's
there's
not where civilization began,
No, it's
though,
not
right?
where humanity.
Humanity began there, and then they had to go away from it to get civilization. That's kind of maybe why. Like, I guess Egypt had a big civilization.
So
Still warm, and they produce a
Yeah.
lot of grains.
I think there's often a bit of a.
What?
So, which Africa are we talking about? Sub-Saharan Africa
Dude,
or
Africa's
the
huge.
Mediterranean Africa? So
Yeah, Mediterranean Africa actually has
So
some civilization.
Egypt is part of the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
And then there's a big giant desert.
True.
And then there's the rest of Africa.
Jungles. Yeah.
So, yeah, there was no writing until like the 1800s in sub-Saharan Africa. But yeah, Egypt formed around 3000 BC.
Well, what part of Africa are we supposedly from? Is it
I
sub-Saharan
think
or
it's
Mediterranean?
sub-Saharan.
Is
Sub-Saharan.
it?
definitely.
So see?
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of the problem.
It would understandable.
It's just we had to go away from our
Places out of
origin.
food.
There is a theory that it's part of a resource curse in economics.
Yes.
The
I think
resource
that's
curse.
pretty on point.
That makes
Is like,
I mean, that makes sense.
If you have one giant resource, like say oil, it's also why people think the Middle East is so
Saudi,
fucked up.
Yeah.
And that's like your main source of income, rather than like doing something productive.
You just can't
You-
rely on the resource.
Yeah, you'll fight over who gets the right to the money derived from that resource. But if you are way up in the north where it's fucking snowing all the time and there's not a lot of shit around,
Then you have
yeah, you can't fight over. There's nothing to fight over. You just
Yeah,
have to
I
go
get
and like work really hard and make shit.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
so there's
that
no
makes
resource
sense. If you
to
can
fight
just
over.
rely on one resource for income and only the people at the top ever get it, you can maintain poverty for everyone else.
But who knows? See, it's one of those things where in like social sciences, you can posit a million different theories, and there's no way to prove anything one way or the other. There's no definitive proof because you can never like conduct an experiment like.
I think the baboons
let's
caused
restart
it.
humanity.
Yeah.
It's all because of the baboons. Facts. Yeah, I didn't hear anything about this, and really, I don't. I mean, I get why it's news because it's Trump, and anything he does is news. But if we're going to count all the things Trump has done and said, this is really at the bottom of the list for shocking.
Bottom of the list for shocking.
Yeah, it's pretty bottom. To call a
You gotta think
couple.
of what has he done that's way more shocking than that?
Grab them by the pussy.
Yeah, but post presidency, he wasn't actually
Okay.
president at that time.
Let's see.
What was as coarse as this during the presidency?
Dude, it's so
I
hard to
think
keep
that's
track of his fucking tweets, man.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
just every week. It's like a recap of all the weird
Maybe you
shit our
should
president
just-
said.
He should just double that down and tweet out, grab him by the pussy, and just a bunch of exclamation points, just a ton of them.
You know what would be a funny TV show?
What's that?
It's just like people just breaking down Trump's tweets every week. Like the top tweets, the bottom tweets, the weird shit. Just go deep diving.
You know what's fun on betting markets where you can bet on really weird stuff?
Yeah.
One of the most active things
Is
is how many tweets is President Trump going to send out this week?
Oh no, really? That's something you can bet on?
Yeah, you can make bets on it. Let's
That's
see.
hilarious.
Tweets from January 10th to January 17th. There is a 35% chance that it will be more than 60 tweets.
What's his average?
wow.
You'd have to look through them. It's looking like it's around 50 or so, because
Yeah,
that's
it
what
must
people
be.
are betting as the most likely
That
amount
is
to tweet.
hilarious.
Is around 50 to 60 tweets.
So you can literally bet on how many tweets Trump will shout every week.
Yeah.
That's great. Why does it not add up to $1?
It should. We're just seeing the top two. If you click in the rest, they should add up to
I
around
see.
$1. Yeah, 42,
Well,
41.
Fucking crazy if you're going 24 or fewer.
That's a lot of tweeting, man.
That's a lot of
Really, it
fun.
really is.
Like, I basically never comment on the internet.
Me neither.
Almost never. So for someone to send out like 50 a day or 50 a week, it's like insane.
50 a week. What is that a day? Like 7? 7 to 10?
It's about 7.
It's
7.
like having a lot to say in your social life. Like, I don't post.
Yeah, like I don't have.
Big event.
That is a lot.
You have to have 7 things in one day that you feel the rest of the world that looks at your tweets. Yeah, they need to know.
As the president, you should probably have 7 things that the world cares about a day, but not the things that Trump tweets about.
Still. Think about that, though. What about other people that... I don't understand this tweeting thing. Like, if I were to actually try to tweet, say, 3 things a day, apparently my life is a boring, sad, horrible thing, because it would mostly be same old shit. Went into work, took a dump,
9 to 5 again.
Programmed, went home, ate food. Like, there's not like a lot of things to talk about.
Every day. Today you say like, my poop come out a little straighter today.
Yeah. Oh, actually, we have a whole group text about pooping. We got that taken care of. Which, by the way, I'm the 2017 champ, just to remind all the listeners.
Oh, is it the San Francisco poop that put you over the top?
No. It was actually hypnotic rope.
I'm not sure I want to... If it's real poo, I don't want to know.
Just picture, like hypnotic eyes. It was like that, except unbroken.
Oh, okay.
All right, moving on.
But anyways, about the tweeting, what would be really funny is to set up this like a real life Twitter. Like, I'm going to do social media, but I'm actually going to post about my real life. Because like social media is everyone's exaggerated life, right? People don't post about like their boring shit. That would be funny to just tweet out like, well, up to morning to this job I hate. Like, just throughout the day, just post all like real shit. Even when you're shitting, just like, well, taking my dump. The good news is I'm getting paid for it.
Yeah. I think so. You can probably find ones like that.
You might. I don't know.
But it's always like, how honest are they being? Like, maybe they're sitting there thinking, fucking bitch Karen. The girl that sits diagonal from me, she, I don't know, talks too loud. They're not going to tweet that. They'll just tweet about their shit.
It'd be interesting, though.
I guess so.
I just want just a live stream of thoughts. Like, just...
Like fucking Truman Show, but tweet style?
Yeah, like
hook
5
up to
minutes.
somebody's
What
brain.
are you thinking about right now?
Oh, dude, that'd be crazy to somebody like hook up to their brain where every time they had like a 140 character thought, it just tweeted it out. Boom, we got a new thought. Boom, we got a new thought. That's probably going to happen eventually, right? Like, be possible.
Other people.
When they're looking at porn on the internet, it'd just be something like that. It'd just be like 10 minutes of that.
It would be a bunch of tweets like, fuck yeah, oh yeah, that's awesome, good
go.
stuff, oh yeah,
then,
keep going.
When he's done, it'll be a 5 minute of,
and then since he's masturbating, the next one will be like, I hate my life.
Why did I look at that?
What has my life become?
In the computer screen, and you feel the deep sadness voice in your heart. What am I doing?
It'd be funny because the like tweet before like would be like, "This is the greatest time ever."
Yeah. Really a masturbation session is like having bipolar disorder for 30 minutes because you like peak.
Bro, did you just say 30 minutes?
30.
Damn, dude! Like, what are you doing when you masturbate for 30 minutes? Like, damn! Are you watching the whole movie?
No, but I'm saying no. 15 minutes of masturbating, and that's your peak. That's like I'm super high.
Yeah.
And then 15 minutes afterwards of complete depression.
You're just like, why
Maybe
did I do
there's like a 2 minutes post of complete peaceful relaxation. and
then you're kind of tired afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about the summary.
Man, you put a lot of thoughts into this. I kind of respect that.
It'd also be hilarious just to hear just throughout the day, other things like that would break down somebody's mind. Just tweeting it out. All right, let's get to technology.
You start tweeting.
I don't think I can tweet my every thought. I might be arrested soon.
See, I used the Twitter for a short period of time, and it's
The
difficult
Twitter?
to come up. Yeah, it's difficult to come up with something funny.
Yeah, what am I gonna tweet?
I think Twitter's more for celebrities. Like, I follow celebrities on Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh no! I usually, if I think about something one-line joke, I'll tweet about that. Then the rest of the thing is just like, nah.
Yeah, I use that more for like Facebook because I feel like that's
more
like a lot of my friends and stuff. Where Twitter's more for following celebrities that I want to hear like what's going on with their projects or whatever.
I think I'm going to sign up for Twitter.
Uh-huh.
And rather than trying to be smart and original and come up with a joke every day, I'm going to start with the 8 parenthesis penis with just one equal sign. And every day I'm going to make it grow. I'm just going to add another equal sign.
When will you put the D on?
No, I'm saying it'll start with 1 equal sign and a D, and then it'll be 2 equal signs and a D, then 3 equal signs and a D.
You should actually do that. That'd be hilarious.
Hey, that's maybe the next podcast. Let's do that with a Joe Larry account. Joe Larry signs up for Twitter.
Why would we do that next podcast? Why not do it now?
Because I want to sign up for it off air, and then we'll just keep tweeting out the growing penis every day. And then one podcast we'll get on and see if anyone gave us comments.
We need to have a hashtag so people can follow it.
You know,
hashtag growing penis. I don't know what else there is about that.
There's a Twitter account called the Florida Man.
Oh, yeah.
It's
so that
yeah, and also there's a Twitter account called God.
Okay.
Have you seen this?
God is a funny Twitter account.
Everyone has fake Twitter's accounts. There's a ton of them.
No, this is a funny one.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could exist.
Okay.
Something related to that, yeah.
I feel like a Joe Larry Twitter account could be pretty funny.
Yeah. But it's going to start out with mostly a growing penis. I think we're settled on that one.
Do like a full thought tweet, but do it in like 140 tweets instead of in one tweet. I really don't get people that actually try to like tweet out a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't
understand people who tweet something that's so frivolous it doesn't make any difference.
Right.
Like it's not funny or it's not important. They just tweet to tweet.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. And
I wonder what it's like to grow up with like Instagram and Snapchat and
it's
Facebook
so strange, the world
and all
today.
that stuff like right in your face all the time.
And not just kids. Actually, I've known some older people use Twitters, and actually the younger generation.
I know. I'm just saying we grew up without it, and it's hard to imagine being a child with this stuff.
So like, I know Facebook. Like, I have to like step away from it sometimes. Like, hey, I'm spending too much time on Facebook. To have been raised with Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat is a whole other like world.
Yeah.
Like where you're going to school and you're like pressured to like stay popular or relevant on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah, like school doesn't end when you go home anymore, right? You're still always on with everybody.
Exactly. You're always connected to your high school and all your friends.
I guess so. I don't talk to them anymore.
For the good or bad. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we know that after high school, nobody cares about high school. After college, nobody cares about college. But at the time, they seemed very important. Just like social media. How have you avoided Facebook for so long?
I just don't care. Like I said, I'm just one of those people that
just don't care.
If I write, here's one problem. If I'm ever gonna write a text or write a sentence, I actually stop and I think about it for a good 5 minutes. I'm one of those people, like, if you text me at work, I write out a full sentence back. I never say, like, 3 seconds, here's what I think. Like, I don't know why I do, but... And then, like, so if I go on Facebook wanting to comment, that's a commitment. Because I feel like I'm going to have to think about what I want to say.
I have to consolidate my thoughts
Yeah.
and construct a sentence. Man, that's work.
Yeah, and it's a little bit of ADD, too, because even if I, like, get started on a thought for 30 seconds about what I want to say, I'll probably be like, I'll start thinking about something else. I'm like, fuck it.
I get
It's
it.
not important enough.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. I like Facebook just because you can keep track of, like, you know, it's cool to stay in touch with friends you don't really see too often.
See, here's the other part. I'm very antisocial. I don't want to talk to people. I've never cared for people.
People just, they get in the way. Yeah, I guess I'm a little more social, I guess. I really like Instagram, too, because it's basically like Twitter with pictures for celebrities as well.
I've never really done an Instagram. What is it? It's just Twitter with pictures? I thought Twitter had pictures.
No, picture with words, I think.
Yeah, it's just, you have to post a picture to post on Instagram.
So many fucking things now.
Instagram is the idea that you took a picture and you add a filter on it. That's how I understand it.
That's Instagram.
Yeah, that's where all the filters came from.
That's Instagram.
That's Instagram. That's basically like, I only want a little bit of functionality on Photoshop Cup.
You know what I don't get? All the girls that do the, like, Snapchat with the filters that add, like, bunny ears and stuff. Like, that's a huge
But so
thing.
Snapchat is they delete it afterwards.
Yeah.
And
But
you
also
add
has
things
filters.
like bunny ears.
Yeah. Like dog nose and stuff.
Okay. Here's what I want to do. As my first foray into social media,
You're antisocial.
Nothing but dick pics with filters.
No, I want to
Spot on, man.
make a Facebook post
Yes.
that is a link to a tweet of the penis.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to take an Instagram photo of that Facebook post that's a link to a tweet.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to take a Snapchat and snap it to a bunch of people.
Yep.
Is there any other thing I can put on that shit?
No.
You know, like, when you make an Instagram post that has, like, little check boxes if you want it to automatically post to Twitter and Facebook and Instagram or whatever at the same time. Yeah. Well, Instagram and Facebook
No, this is
are the
layers,
same.
though. This isn't the same thing. It's one layer, then another layer.
Are you, like, screenshotting each thing? So you, like, Instagram screenshot, Facebook to Instagram screenshot.
I want an inception of social media.
That happens all the time, dude.
Oh, god damn it.
It's not really a
all the way down?
I mean,
I'm
maybe
even going to
just
throw a
Snapchat,
MySpace
all
in
that would be
there.
weird. Whoa, now you're getting crazy. I still want to convince everyone to go to MySpace. That would be hilarious.
See, the total reason that I'm on WeChat is because my parents is on WeChat.
It's the Chinese equivalent of... Which one is it a Chinese equivalent of?
I don't know, like messengers. Messengers plus...
like Facebook Messenger, maybe?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Okay.
But
that's actually
also
really
you can
convenient for
post-
Facebook, too, is Facebook Messenger.
But here's a different thing. Like in WeChat, there's a friends group where we can post and share pictures, and there is no sort of like the injected ads in there. So different from Facebook, right? Facebook have some ad sponsor content, etc. So all the ads that you saw on the WeChat is actually from one of your friends who posted on their own behalf. It's on WeChat. So, but WeChat itself as a platform doesn't inject sponsor content, which I think is pretty good. And it also have a concept of groups. So, for example, you took a picture of something you wanted only to share with this type of people, you can add them as your one of a friend group and share the picture inside of that group.
I don't know.
But I never use it.
What do you think will be like one of the big things in the future for social media?
Self-absorbance.
What?
Well, that's
At some
already
point,
there.
we're just going to jack a fucking thing into our brain and then just send the thoughts.
That's like the Twitter thing we just said.
Yeah,
That's what I think,
broadcast.
honestly. I also think people are going to be judged more by like their like Facebook profile or something. Like there'll be just like that Black Mirror episode. Like you'll have a score, like, and you'll start to be judged by that. Like it'll be important to be like have enough friends on Facebook or something, or enough likes or whatever. Like that'll become a thing. whether or not it's actually Facebook or some kind of actual app that's its goal.
So that's just a formalization of something that exists already, really, right?
What do you mean?
I'm not sure I follow either.
Okay, so that the amount of people and then their ratings that they have that you're friends with, right, affects your rating.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But, like, if you're, you know, a nephew of a senator, you're in a higher grade social circle than somebody that's
but I'm talking
somewhere else. Like,
if someone
they basically
sees you
are
do
born
something
with the same thing.
douchey, they can dislike it, and you'll have more dislikes.
Yeah, but
where it's
like,
not just following.
Again, it's just a formalization. If you're the nephew of a senator and you're in a social circle, but you go on Facebook with a fucking Nazi uniform, people are going to be like, yeah, he's, you know, high up in the social
but
world,
it's a little
but
different.
still, let's not associate with him quite as much as the other nephew of another senator that doesn't post Nazi shit.
No,
You
I
know
think
what I
it's
mean?
different because that has to be public. Like, he has to go out of his way. Where it becomes like just you seeing somebody being douchey or being rude, even. Like, say I'm a McDonald's employee behind a counter and this guy's rude to me, I can dislike him. Like, I can give him a dislike, you know?
Yeah. So they're anonymous.
So just being a
transactions
douchey
between
person
two
will-
parties don't actually get recorded right now. It actually,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think it's gonna happen. The reason is, what can we harvest from this rating?
You can know who's a
Think
good
about it.
person.
Yeah.
It could make people
mean-
behave.
Who cares?
Is it
If you have-
inaccurate?
If you have enough power and enough money, why do you give two shits about what the McDonald's employees sit behind the cashier give?
You don't care what they think,
You
but
don't.
your
but
other
it's spread
friends
to
would
other
care.
people that will like.
Exactly. Like, oh, you don't even
Respond
use the
based
rating
on that.
system? Like, that's
It's
weird.
only effective for the people who want to be celebrity, right?
No,
No. What's normal people?
I mean it's all a social system, right?
Normal people use Facebook and Twitter and Instagram.
Like,
Why wouldn't they use this?
take it this way:
Uh-huh.
the Roman emperors were deposed all the time, right? They were the tip top of society. But you piss off enough of the wrong people, you're gone.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's the type of people that matters, right? You're saying piss off enough of the right people.
Yeah. Well, no, just enough people. Period. But yeah, enough of the right people, as in angry, violent people.
Yeah.
Not people with high social ratings necessarily. Enough people
can
that
just
will
piss
fucking
off
cut your throat.
Yeah, exactly. Piss off enough low-class people, one of them will go murder you.
Exactly.
Or they'll band together to murder you.
I guess so. I mean, it's like causing a riot.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there were things
That's
that
that's
people
exactly how people died a lot of times.
Yeah.
I remember actually in the Hardcore History about the fall of Rome, he talked about where like Egypt was famous for having like major riots. Like that was something their society just did.
Oh,
You
yeah.
remember hearing about
Almost
that? Like, that
every
was a big
society
thing.
is like that. Like, even, especially French society, there was apparently, like, very common for bread riots back before the French Revolution, where you'd be like, we're not getting paid enough, let's go steal a bunch of bread and shit.
Okay.
That's
So,
hilarious.
like, yeah, I mean, there was a lot more rebellions even in the U.S., like, 200 years
True.
ago.
I would say like how strong that you have a control over the centralized power also matters. If you more have a distributed sort of system, where the king is actually in charge of a bunch of dukes.
Whoa,
and
Steven
dukes have
Seagal
lots
accused
of
of raping
powers
teenage actor.
dukes.
What?
Screw it. Steven Seagal's always been a douche with a low social score.
Yeah,
But
you can't even trust anything
but
he
still,
says.
kings got beheaded when they pissed off enough
Dukes, right?
people.
But,
Not
what
enough
I'm
dukes,
saying
just
is
enough
if-
people.
if
Yeah.
There's a system which is more stable compared to that one is that the king has relatively more powers, and then they don't have dukes. They only have like officers, right? So the king has more centralized power. In this case, it's more difficult for the bottom people to be uprising.
No, I mean, still, some of the English kings that were beheaded were, like, beheaded by the very lowest people. There's the French Revolution, too. The French Revolution was, like, all the poor people banded together, like, let's fucking kill these aristocrats.
I mean, yeah, it's
The communist revolutions, too. Sorry, I keep cutting you off.
Damn commies.
I mean, I'm saying it's not completely unavoidable, but it depends on how your system are. A lot of things won't happen as often. Right?
Yeah, I mean, still, you got to be liked by somebody. Somebody's got to do your bidding if you want to stay in power.
Isn't it nice?
If you have no one to do your bidding, you're going to be beheaded. You've got enough people to oppress the lower people.
Yeah, oppress the lower people. That's the word for it.
You haven't.
That's an interesting perspective if you think about it. Like a lot of dystopian movies, like Westworld, even for example, right? If you have enough of those robots, you don't essentially need that many of low class people.
Yeah, if you have robots that you can program, you don't need to get everyone to like you so that they'll help you oppress people.
So democracy doesn't make any sense anymore if you can have others, obedient servants, which is essentially in this case robots, that can be programmed and work at your will, right?
Yeah. But which
anyway,
comes
but
first?
it's
the app where everyone can judge you, or the robots to not care?
To say, I don't need to be judged anymore. I got robots that do my bidding without liking me.
Yeah.
I feel like the public score would be a lot easier to manage.
And that's what's really fueling the research into AI. Nerdy guys that are like, I don't need people to like me if I have a robot to do my bidding.
I'll get a robot on me. You'll see.
Did you watch a Star Trek episode in the Black Mirror?
Yeah, I've seen all the Black Mirrors now.
Oh, you only saw the first two, I think.
I didn't like the first one. I thought
it was good other than the science was all bad.
Yeah, it was all like terrible science, not actually something that could happen, but kind of a cool story. The second one was actually like, hey, that could actually happen.
It was a good parody of Star Trek in a way, like a weird take on it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was
Don't
just
piss off your coworker more on this story.
It was just too out there for possibility.
Yeah.
But the second one was actually kind of cool. Like, it was a neat idea.
What was the second one?
The Archangel.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what would happen if a kid was grown up and couldn't see any kind of violence, so their cortisol...
I think the end was a little overdone. Like, she had to kill her mother, or beat the shit out of her.
Why was that overdone? Because she, like, couldn't see that she was hurting her.
Yeah, but, like, would she really flail like that? Like, that was, like, I didn't think that was realistic. Like, you'd flail like a fucking maniac. Just, she'd push her down and then leave.
Bro, I don't know. I haven't been raised by not seeing violence for 10, 15 years. So kind of hard to judge how somebody would react.
But she knew what violence was. She did. She turned it off for a while.
But not until like 10?
Understand.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But then was like violence maybe she got off on the violence. Huh?
Not sure.
That's an interpretation I did not see in that show.
They hid that part.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty messed up.
I thought it was good though. It was at least realistic.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. By the way, I saw your Facebook post of the Rotten.
Yeah.
Did you watch more than one episode?
Yeah, I only watched the honey one.
Yeah, that's all we've watched so far.
It was crazy though. Goddamn, like I didn't know it was like that dirty of a business.
Yeah, a lot of shit goes into honey.
Yeah, like China fucking up our honey. Like what the hell?
Yep.
Yep. That's what we do.
Well.
Yeah. At this point, like you see those cop shows where they find the cocaine and then they dip their pinky into it and they lick it and make sure it's real cocaine. I feel like I'm supposed to do that with honey now. Right? They dip it and be like, this ain't pure fucking honey, man. Yeah. What are you putting out on the fucking streets, bro?
I just knew you were supposed to buy local honey for a while anyway, so I always look for like a local honey. Like you can go to like Easton here and buy local honey and it has.
It's actually funny. It's hard to buy like non-adulterated honey in China. That's why I bought honey in Ohio and bring it back.
Really? That's hilarious.
You know what I wanted to see in that show? Was just a really, just piss poor attempt at actually getting adulterated honey. Like, just sugar water dyed yellow. They just shipped containers of that over. They're like, they're not even trying here.
Good stuff.
stuff.
Well, like, that was like people getting arrested and shit over honey. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, I
So
didn't
what
know
do
it
you
was
eat in the prison
so
for?
crazy.
Honey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, there was a honey heist.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
People stealing bees.
Oh yeah, and then they called it the honey adulterating, honey laundering, right? So I know that when that woman went to prison and they asked, "What are you in here for?" and she said, "Honey laundering," and they said, "Money laundering? No, honey laundering. Yeah, money laundering. No,
Yeah.
honey, motherfucker. I laundered honey.
Honey. Literally honey, no money.
Oh, that could so
I'm pretty
much
sure she
be,
just went with
curb
money
severe.
laundering for her
Yeah.
story.
What's that?
I see the potential of being either Arrested Development or Curbing Severe.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's do some Joe Lair so I can go to bed here.
All right.
Alright.
Let's go to.
Have you looked at him in a while? See if you got any.
I did. No responses. We got a couple upvotes.
It's kind of amazing we got up.
Yeah. We need to, how do we get people to actually respond? Do
I
you
still
think we want
think,
to do
like, new.
completely? Really? I was thinking we get out of new because we don't seem to get any responses.
Then just random subreddits at that point.
Okay, I'm gonna go to random.
Random.
It's gonna be something Asian.
OCD.
OCD?
Yeah.
Oh, is that where we're at?
Yeah.
We should make a post.
Nah, I don't feel like we're there yet. Here we go. Here's one an hour ago. So it's trending. It has 8 comments. Let's try commenting on this one. I started with harm OCD, and then I learned about POCD,
Oh, we gotta make up
Right.
with something OCD.
HOCD, and got it. What the fuck is going on? My anxiety is at 124/7. I'd rather be dead than be going through this hell. Constantly questioning everything I ever knew about myself. No health insurance and too poor for therapy meds. I know these thoughts don't reflect who I really am, but they seem so real and convincing.
I got FOCD. Furniture
They are
obsessive compulsive
real.
disorder.
You must wash your hands 10 times or your mother will die.
Damn, dude, that's dark.
Damn.
I have KY OCD.
Kill yourself of obsessive compulsive disorder?
I don't know. I don't know. Do you have any other ones? Anything to add?
I said
What else?
FOCD, furniture obsessive compulsive disorder.
Should I delete this one, you think?
Yeah. That was
Okay.
too dark. Too dark.
FOCD. Furniture. What is it? Furniture.
Obsessive compulsive disorder.
I guess we did.
I must touch my table with my dick at least 3 times before eating on it. Dude, what's your typing disorder? You have typing disorder here.
I'm a little drunk right now. I must touch my table with my dick 3 times before eating on it?
Yep. That's what I said. Is this normal? I'm tired of getting kicked out of restaurants.
I keep trying to add it to Wikipedia. But the editors delete it right away.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Alright, let's hear it for the listeners, the fool.
Okay, the full thing. I have FOCD, Furniture Obsessive Compulsive Disorder. I must touch my table 3 times with my dick before eating off it. Is that normal? I keep trying to add it to Wikipedia, but the editors delete it right away.
Yeah, that's good, that's good.
Okay, another random.
That was a good random. Remember last time though we got 2 Asian things? Daft Punk.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
very
yeah.
weird.
It was good.
Daft Punk.
Yeah,
Alright.
we could probably do something with Daft Punk.
I think the one key is to go recent posts.
Yeah.
An hour ago.
Nah,
A day ago. No, this isn't active enough. Let's do another one.
Yeah, it's really not a lot.
Ariel Winter. I don't know who the fuck this is.
What the hell?
Who's that?
This is some random
These are
subreddit
really old.
for a chick. Yeah,
Is
new
he a
one.
porn star?
I don't think so.
She has
looks
an
like an
IMDb.
actress.
Let's see who this bitch
She's
is.
an actress. I recognize her.
She's in Modern Family.
Okay.
Yeah, we're doing another random. This one's terrible. Build a PC sales.
Dude, random's too random.
So this has got to be building your own PC, and then cheap parts you can get to build your own PC.
No, this is not good.
God damn.
That's what happens when you do random. Right?
Metroid. Super, like the video game
specific.
Metroid.
You can try a DIY.
An hour ago.
We can do, yeah, where did you see an hour ago? Okay, playing Metroid SR on Fusion Mode, decided to make the last Metroid with a cross-stitch. Let's see what this is. Okay, so he made a Metroid character with a cross-stitch. I love the colors, thanks. I'm glad I decided with a black cross-stitch fabric instead of the white. Yeah, so what do we want to say about this cross-stitch?
Where's the hole for me to fuck it?
Nah.
That wasn't even good. It's where Joe Larry always goes in my head. What are you supposed to do with it?
What do you do with a cross stitch? It's just decoration.
Put it on the wall, yeah. Pretty much.
Well, that's a waste of time.
I look at it every time I masturbate.
I would actually ask,
not
what are you
good
supposed to do with it? I actually asked that. Can you use it as a table?
It's not that funny, though.
Can you use it as a table?
Still not that funny.
It is if you check the history of the user.
Nah. I get the joke, because we said we'd fuck a table last time. Or there was a story where we fucked a
More
table.
than once.
Okay.
Larry has obsession with tables.
Let's do another random.
Yeah, we're not getting anything off of this.
Hey, our libertarian.
Oh, interesting.
Hey, here's a back to our shithole countries. Founding Father George Washington on immigrants from shithole countries. George Washington, I had always hoped that this land might become a safe and agreeable asylum to the virtuous and persecuted part of mankind, to whatever nation they might belong. Okay. Oh shit, there are 831 comments.
What?
This is not
That's
a
13
unpopular
hours
one.
ago, though.
Yeah. Here's 3 hours ago. This is my
There we go,
Congressman
only 4.
Eric Slowell. He voted yes on the FISA bill in order to continue warrantless surveillance of American citizens.
Oh, I
Let
remember
him know
that.
that I don't support his actions.
You do it. The top comment is you do it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to write to your senator. What are we supposed to do?
Yeah. I'm not getting a lot of
There's a
inspiration
handsome
for Joe
fella.
Larry today.
Our first one was good.
Yeah.
We used up all our creative juice on the first one. Tell him I support my congressman. What the?
Something completely off.
I say we go with the something with I do support my local congressman and make some congressman up.
I support my local congressman.
Make it so as silly as Joe Larry.
I am not sure what his position on...
Furniture fucking.
No, sir. Surveillance is... On surveillance is... But
I watch him through the windows every day.
Oh,
No? You didn't like that one?
we can do better. Something weird and off base about your senator. He is pro...
He is pro Taco Bell.
Nah, he's pro dolphin marriage? I don't know.
Oh, you're really trying to go out there. No, pro cross species, I guess you'd call it, marriage.
Yeah, I want specifically dolphin marriage.
Cross dolphin.
And me and my... Is porpoise another word for dolphin?
No, don't say me and my porpoise. Say me and Susan.
Ian, Susan have been together 3 years now.
And we love each other very much.
And are...
We're living a very porpoiseful life.
and are
Awesome.
living a porpoise.
Porpoise.
Porpoiseful life.
Porpoise-driven life. And we'll live... Okay. And we'll have more of a porpoise-driven life if we are finally able to tie the knot. There we go.
Perfect.
So I support my local congressman. I'm not sure what his position on surveillance is, but he is pro-dolphin marriage. And me and my Susan have been together 3 years now, and we'll have more of a porpoise-driven life if we are finally able to tie the knot.
That's pretty good stuff right there. I love it. All right, I gotta get going though. I gotta get going back.
One more.
Yeah, one more.
What the fuck? I'm not even gonna figure out what this is. This is videography? No, too much. I gotta know what the fucking thing is.
Yeah, right.
18 plus million.
What the fuck is that?
I have no idea. Next one. New subreddit of the month, Insane Parents. Here we go. This might be a good one. Here's an hour ago. Vaccines
I can't see
commit
anything,
genocide.
so
What?
you just pick one.
The predators had... We left us with our vaccine-injured twins and our tax dollars. Even the process for medical exceptions is insane. We'd love to move back to Mississippi, but unless there are vaccine policy changes, we would never consider it. So somebody moved out of Mississippi because of their vaccine policy.
Ah, we're moving to Mississippi for their vaccine policy. Not we. I.
No.
Me and Susan?
My Susan are lobbying our congressman in...
I like how in one podcast Joe Larry went from a table fucker to a dolphin fucker.
We'll say what state do we want Joe Larry to be in?
Make up a state, like a mix of two states that doesn't actually exist.
We'll just say a city, Tallahassee.
Tallahassee.
Or, nah, that doesn't... Well, in...
Springfield.
Give us something.
Go do The Simpsons.
In Springfield.
Yeah.
Feel to add more vaccines. Especially ones that prevent you from picking up diseases that can be transmitted through dolphins.
I don't want them dolphin AIDS.
Dolphin AIDS sucks.
Perfect. Perfectly ridiculous.
Alright. This was a short one, man. Or was it?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
No, it's about an hour.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I have to do it again sometime.
For sure. Alright, later.